Why are we here? What is our purpose? What is His will? How do we know what's true and what's real? We may not know where life's road will lead, but it doesn't matter as long as we believe God is the answer. God is the answer. God is the answer to whatever the question may be. What's going on in this world today? Where do we fit in? What can we do to make a difference? What can we say? Where do we go? This way or that way? But if we are praying, truly believe, love one another, we can let the world see God is the answer. God is the answer. God is the answer to whatever the future may be.
Good morning. Welcome, everybody, and welcome all those online. This is Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Nancy Woods. I'm the assistant minister here, but I'm your speaker today. And I thank you all for joining us. I know that we're going to have a good time. So to help me welcome you into this part of this service, our practitioner, Andrea. We start our services with what we call lighting the flames of faith, a call to service. Now, we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, and all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. So as Andre lights the first candle, is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives and for the space we are holding for them at the center. And as Andrea lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal life.
There is one flame that burns in our hearts. There is one light that shines through our love. We light this flame with faith. We find this light within our own soul. There is one flame, one light within.
And so how very grateful I am for this opportunity to recognize there is one flame, there is one light, there is one life that lives and breathes and have its very beingness as all creation. This power, this presence, this one life, this one flame is everywhere expressing itself. There is no spot where God is not, so I know that my life is a divine and perfect expression of it. I know this same truth for all of us here. I know, in fact, that this very service is a divine and perfect idea in the mind of infinite intelligence. So I claim and accept and declare and know that everything about this service unfolds in perfect order, blessing our beloved Reverend Nancy as she comes forward and allows the word of infinite intelligence to speak through and as her. Bless the music, bless the audio-visual people, blessing each one of us here, knowing that we leave here different than we are in this moment, with an expanded awareness of who and what we are. And for this, I remain thankful and grateful, and I lovingly release this word to law, which always and only says yes. So I know it is done. And in agreement, please join with me in affirming it by saying together, and so it is. And so it is. Good morning, beloved community. Happy to see you all here. Wonderful that the room's filling up again. Even at first service, we had a nice crowd, and we're just delighted that you're here. I'm happy to be here, always happy to be here. 5 minutes before I left the house this morning, I said, I wonder who's presiding. And so I looked at the schedule and I saw that it was me. Fortunately, I gave a talk last week at the 9 o'clock service on gratitude. And it is Gratitude Month, right? We're this close to Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. I'm knowing that each of us has a beautiful celebration with friends or family or just by ourselves. So I spoke last Sunday about gratitude, the power of gratitude, and having a spiritual practice that includes gratitude. And in preparing for my talk from last week, I came across this term that Patrick Harbula talks about, and you can catch one of his talks on YouTube, called radical gratitude. And I had heard of radical forgiveness, and in fact, I practiced radical gratitude, but I hadn't heard the term. And in listening to his talk, it occurred to me that radical gratitude is being grateful no matter what. So we have this little gratitude box in the front in the front lobby, and every week we pull a slip out of it, and we read what somebody wrote that they're grateful for. And this morning service, at the 9 o'clock service, Terry brought the box in and pulled out a card, and it said, "Gratitude, I'm grateful for everything." And that is, that's kind of really, I mean, it's spiritual maturity, I think, really, isn't it? To just be grateful for everything. Everything. And the way that it shifts our, attitude, mood. Part of my talk last week included all the benefits. There's so much research being done on gratitude right now, and the benefits of being grateful include physical health and mental health and a change in attitude, and there's just so much. This is what Ernest Holmes says about gratitude. The attitudes of praise and thanksgiving are salutary. They not only lighten the consciousness, lifting it out of sadness and depression, they elevate consciousness to a point of acceptance. Praise and thanksgiving are affirmations of the divine presence, affirmations of the divine abundance and the divine givingness. But that idea that being grateful elevates my consciousness to a point of acceptance, and the idea of radical gratitude, being grateful for everything, even in the face of disappointment, maybe a sense of having been betrayed, in the face of a diagnosis, perhaps, to just be able to turn around and say, "Thank you." I told the story of the little boy who wakes up on Christmas morning and finds a pile of horse manure in the living room and immediately dives into it and starts digging through it. And the parents are horrified, saying, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" And he says, "Well, with all this horse," can I say it, Maureen? "With all this horse shit, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere, right?" So we look for the good. We look for the good, even when it smells bad. So I found this poem by a poet named Mary Oliver, and it's just so sweet. I wanted to share it with you. It goes like this. It doesn't have to be the blue iris. It could be weeds in a vacant lot, or a few small stones. Just pay attention. And then patch a few words together. And don't try to make them elaborate. This isn't a contest, but a doorway into thanks and a silence in which another voice may speak. So we just get still and quiet, and we dive into that doorway of thanks and listen. Listen for what else the universe is showing us and giving us to be grateful for, because that's how this teaching works. When we plant a carrot seed into the soil, we get a carrot. And when I plant seeds of thanksgiving into law, I get more to be thankful for. Not only does it make me feel better, but it sets something wonderful in motion. And then I can just be receptive to all the good that it is infinite's great pleasure to bestow upon me. I jotted down a bunch of notes. I was panicking. Lastly, gratitude arises when one is in sacred relationship with life. Present, open, and receptive. That's Tara Brock. If you've never heard her, she's wonderful. I'm grateful for what I am and for what I have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. It is surprising how contented one can be with nothing definite, only a sense of existence. How grateful can I be? Happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
We've sang this song for you many times, but these are words that you can't hear too often, and especially this time of year, going into the holidays with your family and friends. We hope you take these words with you. Hold tight to the sound of the music of living happy songs from the laughter of children at play. Hold my hand as we run through the sweet fragrant meadows, making memories of what was today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may never come, but we have this moment today. Tender words, gentle touch, and a good cup of coffee, and someone who loves me and wants me to stay. Hold them near while they're here, and don't wait for tomorrow to look back and wish for today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may never come, but we have this moment today. Take the blue of the sky and the green of the forest and the gold and the brown of the freshly mown hay, and the pale shades of spring and the circus of autumn, and weave you a lovely today. We have this moment to hold in our hands and to touch as it slips through our fingers like sand. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow may never come, but we have this moment today. We
Let's give it up for Scott, our choir director. And by the way, choir's open. If you'd like to sing, come join us. We meet on Thursday nights from 6:30 to 8 to rehearse. And we sing, I don't know, maybe 5 times a year or something like that. Anyway, please come out and join us if you'd like to sing. So I have some announcements for you. Practitioners are available today after service in the treatment room. If you'd like to affirm something in your consciousness, ground something, release something, come see one of us. Ask me to pray. Make my day. Oh, it's the other way around. Make my day. Ask me to pray. We all love to pray, so if you want to pray with one of us, practitioners, raise your hands, please. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, there's a few of us here. There's a Zoom meeting ID for fellowship. If you join for fellowship after church, there is a new Zoom meeting, and you have to email Lissa for the invite. Her information is on the screen. Wednesdays ongoing is Sangha. It meets 9:30 to 11:30 Wednesday mornings. Each class is standalone. Right now, there may be one that later on that builds week to week, but right now the classes are standalone. They're $25 per class, and they're facilitated by Vinu Alag, and she's a wonderful practitioner and does a beautiful job in Sangha. There's 3 more classes for this year, December 4th, December 11th, and December 18th, so pop in and check out Sangha. Thursdays is an AA meeting in the kids' room from 7 to 8. And you can email or contact Liz C. if you're curious about that meeting or have any questions. It's open to everyone. Wednesday, November 27th, is a Thanksgiving Eve service facilitated by Reverend Maureen and Reverend Mike with the theme, I Have a Dream. So please join us for that in the spirit of gratitude and thanksgiving. December 8th, we're having a potluck. It's the Granada Hills Holiday Parade. So we meet for service, then we have a potluck, we decorate the tree, and we go out for the parade. It's always a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Again, December 8th, and we're going to the parade kicks off at 1, I think. So we'll have plenty of time to eat. 1:30? So we'll have plenty of time to eat and set up our tree here. And Barbara Cherney, I don't see her, so you have the gratitude box, Chloe, bring it on up. Do you want to pull out a slip from there, Chloe, and tell us what it says?
All right, just want to fill in for Barb since she's not here.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. It says, what I am thankful for is my loving, caring life and prayer.
Oh, it says life partner. I'm my loving, caring life partner. Great. That's good. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to do the Declaration of Principles. So if you can and if you feel like it, stand up. And this is what we believe. We believe in one universal spirit manifesting through all, natural and incarnated in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon a law of mind which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all.
Please stay standing and sing with me on this, please. We let wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be.
Good morning again. It is always a pleasure when I have the opportunity to share with you. And so, welcome. You know, we had a 9 o'clock service and the church was almost full. It was amazing. We had a good morning so far. Let's see what Spirit does now. Reverend Mike gave us a title of sorry seems to be the hardest word. Yeah, sorry seems to be the hardest word. And then, you know, I decided that it's so easy for me to say I'm sorry. Since I am 100% responsible for what comes into my life, if I experience something, I hope on I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And that's the end of it. I know that having that freedom, it's like things don't have to last any longer than you decide that you can that you want them to last. Just forgive it. Sorry. Forgive me. Go on. And that's as far as I go with that. I don't believe in dragging it out either. So, since I'm in this class on Monday night, it's a good class. Even though I think I'm getting more than the students. I don't know for sure. But it's really good to go back and read the basics and understand it. And the last 2 classes has been such it's rich to be in an environment where you are looking at the understanding and awareness of the principles that we are practicing, to know and to be aware that that there is just one power in this universe. And you know what? What's even better about it is that when I first learned this, people call me weird. But now that quantum physics came along and said that, gave us another view, and people are giving us a view. Now it's yeah, okay. So it's accepted. So it also makes me embrace the idea that those teachers, think about it. These teachers were telling us this 2,000 years ago. That's way before all this other stuff has been discovered. So this idea of what we were learning last week, we were studying about how we are one with everything that it is in existence. And the comprehensive awareness of the oneness is in us, is what we are looking at now. Some people call it the Christ consciousness. Some people call it the divine. Even intuition. I mean, we have a lot of names to name that divine presence that is in us. So I want to talk about that. And, it's not good sometimes when you have things going in two directions because what the talk for yesterday that I wrote is totally thrown out the window. Because all of a sudden I said, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what I've been having in the class because I'm enjoying this class. And I know and understand that each and every person here is a living example of this. We have we've been in and out of this philosophy in a lot of ways in our lives. We are kind of like the religion I grew up with. You do it on Sunday, and then you do whatever else you're going to do during the week. But this philosophy is 7 days, 24 hours a day. And we are working to get into where we totally believe it. Now, some of us say we believe it, but there is a level of belief. And I gave this example where if you step off this building, you know you're going to go plop. No doubt, no ifs. You don't have to guess it. It's one of them laws that we have absolute faith. We know we're going to plop. Well, that's the level of faith that we're talking about with the Christ consciousness. To believe so strongly and so powerfully that there is no doubt with the words. So I'm going from one place to another with this in the sense that there's an absoluteness to it. But I'm going to come back and look at it. One of the reasons why I appreciate this class is that I've learned that this is a journey, that we we take the steps towards embracing that idea and embracing it stronger. We know that exists if absolute belief in it. We understand the oneness of the universe. We believe it has all the wisdom, all the power. It is a creative presence. And we learn that. But the level of faith grows. And every spiritual teacher that you can think of, all of them developed that level of faith. And so we all here because we are trying to develop our level of faith and that awareness, that divine presence of life, that gift of creativity, that understanding that the joy and peace and love, and that which we are seeking to experience in life with all the different activities we involve ourselves in is coming, the crust of it is coming from the inner awareness. And that to the extent that we can trust it and have faith in it, it flows with ease and grace. And we continuously work at it, and we work at it, and we work at it, and work at it. And I'm telling you, it seems like to me, sometimes I really want it to work a little better, a little faster, and a little stronger. And I'm sure all of us have a certain level of belief that we have now that we didn't have 10 years ago. And 5 years ago. I actually have maybe a little bit that I didn't have last year. So it's a constant process of where we're growing in understanding and awareness and being able to embrace the idea that the spiritual presence of life is alive and well in us. Fully. With the wisdom and the answer to anything we could ask. It's in us. And there's joy in that. Because now at least we know that we don't have to depend on anything out there to reach where we want to go. We can depend on ourselves. We're free. And all the different philosophies give us all these wondrous tools to step closer and closer and deeper into the understanding that we are the authors of our life. We are the creators that bring the joy and peace and harmony into expression in us, through us, and as us. And that we say it's infinite. There's no end to infinite. There's no beginning to it. So, and that means no matter how much I gain and learn, there's always more to do it. But one of the things that is so rich about this path is that as we begin to gain this wisdom and understanding of the divine presence, and we're in touch with it, to the extent we're in touch with it, we are able to experience joy, harmony. And I love it because I can realize that tree and I are one. So sometimes in the silence of nature, that's a wondrous place to just sit with that idea of oneness. Because then it's so glorious, it's so phenomenal to think, oh my God, there is at least 10 trees and 10 different greens. And every leaf is different. Oh my God. Then you begin to see the abundance and the beauty of that presence, that wisdom that we are utilizing, and we are learning to utilize more and more on a regular basis. And the more time we spend in the energy, and that's one wondrous place to be, is here in this energy with each other. Because we learn it not only with just what has been said, we learn it from the songs, we learn it from the ingredients, we learn it from just the energy. And that person that brings that smile to your face, that person that gives you the hug, that wondrous energy is continuously tapping us on the shoulder and saying, I'm here. One of the things that I feel, for me, is great. I grew up in a church where it was one of those Sunday things, and then you go and do the rest. But here, it's living it. We're living this stuff day by day. And you can see when you don't believe. But you also have an inkling and an awareness of what it's like to have faith and let it come through. How powerful our lives are in the sense that we are creating newness moment by moment. There is that idea that we need to let go of the things of the past. But, you know, I think that part of life is one of the reasons why we keep taking classes and keep studying, or we have a spiritual practice. Because in my experience, the past sometimes keeps coming back around when you thought you had let it go and you finished with it, and then it shows up again. This Christ consciousness that they are discussing in this class that we're in is the awareness that the wisdom in me is the wisdom of the universe. And to the extent that I can line up with it, I can use it. To know that sometimes is all I can do to know that. Because I don't feel like I can get in touch with that answer that I know is there. So what I find is that there is this energy of understanding and being aware of that presence, being able to embrace it and to be able to appreciate it and being able to just know this is in existence in me, that there is nothing in the divine presence of who and what I am. The love and joy of the universe is the essence of my being. That is as far as my mind can go. But you know what I found out? I can still feel harmony and peace if I can just get that far. Even though I don't know the exact answer, just knowing of its existence would bring us to that place in understanding life where we just feel like it's going to be okay. As she was saying, you can be thankful for anything, because if you can go there, you can get back into that energy, you can be all right where you are and know you're going to walk through it. And I mean, in the last couple of weeks, I've had one, because sometimes I can get very dramatic with my thinking, especially if I think I'm right. Oh, God. Now, I'm telling you, they don't last as long as they used to. They're very quick. And I know that I have stepped off the path when I'm saying, I know it's what I know that I'm off the path then. And so I had a moment when I said, okay, I don't know what the answer is. I know I was wrong. I was doing that manipulating. I'm going to go get spirits to do it over here, and I'm going to put it right here, and things are going to work out just as I said. So what I found is that if I just go back to the idea of who and what I am, then the unfoldment will take place even when I don't know. And I'm telling you, when I turned back around from it and just sit, and I read my book, and I did my meditation, and I was still upset, but it kept saying, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. And then I get the phone call. The whole thing was solved. And I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even have to say a word. It's like, wow. I'm telling you, this spiritual path is the way to go. It's good. And you get your answers, even when you don't know them. This is amazing. It's amazing how we, as spiritual beings, have been created in such a way that we can be an avenue through which the love and the joy that we are seeking, once we recognize it, it is what we're seeking with. What we're seeking is what we're seeking with. It's already here. Realizing that, and I know each one of you have been in that place, and you've actually stepped into the word. There's probably nobody here that hasn't stepped in there a few times, where you understand exactly how that spirit has flown through you flows through you into expression. And I think that that's why that concept that the Ho'oponopono teaching teaches, it says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and move on. Because what you're doing, you're stepping out of the thinking and into the awareness the Spirit is all. And if you use it more than once, you know it works. So, Christ consciousness. That's what I was supposed to have been talking about, but I don't know if that's what. But I think that each one of us has had a taste of it. And wherever we are on that place with it, let's know that it's all right. Because nobody can possibly not forgive and embrace the idea of a divine, loving, intelligence that is the avenue through which the Creator itself is flowing through. That's all of us. We are so worthy of any concept of forgiveness, of loving, of embracing. We are it. It's a freedom, y'all. It's a freedom. Just keep on. It gets freer and freer and freer. I have to tell it. Can I tell it? This morning, I didn't know what he was going to sing. And at the end of my talk, I said, so step into your greatness. So right now, I tell you, step into your greatness.
On the day that you were born, and anything The getting back up is gonna make you strong. God only made one like you. So come on now and just do what you were born to do. Oh, step into your power. Come on, step into it. Step into your power. Oh, step into your power now. Go on, don't be afraid. Go on, go on, go on. Step into your power. Step into your power now. Step on up.
You know, remember Mike told me, he said, you can call Scott and see what the song's going to be. It might inspire you. And I said, no, it's too late for that. So you can imagine my surprise when he sang that song after I got through talking this morning. It was like, oh, my God, Spirit really does a number. I love the way it works, man. This is so cool. So now we're going to gift basket.
Y'all ready to sing with me here? Spirit gives through me. Spirit receives through me. Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit gives through us. Spirit receives through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us. Oh, Spirit lives and breathes through us.
And we do love this spiritual presence of life that lives and breathes through us, as we are so grateful for these gifts in this basket. And as we express our gratitude, we express appreciation for this center and the gifts that has been given to it and the souls that give to it, the souls that support it and nurture it so that it may do the work that it is doing. And it's with the consciousness of gratitude that we not only say for this center and for the souls that's in it, we say it for the souls that's outside, the souls that we are living among, and the souls that are in each and every place on this earth. And we're so grateful for them. To know the oneness, to appreciate that oneness, and acknowledge these gifts is just another step in which we have said, thank you, and we appreciate it. So, thank you. So, you want to come back up and play us out?
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Nancy. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody. Let's just enter that wonderful field of gratitude once again and turn within to that place of knowing that there is just one power, one presence, and one life. How grateful I am for this opportunity to be in the awareness, this expanded awareness of who and what I am as an emanation of the divine, as an expression of the one life. How grateful I am that this service has lifted me and shifted my thinking into a greater and expanded awareness of life. A greater awareness that God is all there is. I leave here with a stronger sense of faith that the universe is for me and not against me, that everything is always working on my behalf. And for this and so much more than words can describe, I remain so thankful and grateful, knowing that each of us here has so much to be thankful for as we celebrate this season of Thanksgiving and an expanded awareness of the good that already is. So I give thanks for this as I lovingly release this word to the law, knowing it is so, and in agreement we affirm this by saying together, and so it is. Amen. Amen.
All right. So you'd like to stand and join us in circle, and we'll sing the peace song.
Thank you.
With me, let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. As peace begins with me,